Hey guys, welcome back to Grover Home. We have had a busy weekend. It's our weekend that we do a sales weekend on, and I just did a 10% off sale. Sometimes I send an additional 5% off coupon just to kind of like help get some of the sales going. Sometimes if it's an older item, I send an additional 10%, just get stuff out the door. So let's get into what sold. First off, I have these Hallmark miniature Madame Alexander ornaments. It was a lot of 3, and these were in the lot that I got. They 25 cents a piece, so I paid 75 cents for these. They sold for $17 plus shipping. Pretty good sale on those ones. With the Hallmark ones, especially if I get big lots, we try and lot them up in like same ones because somebody will buy them easier, and I would rather make $17 for 3 of them than sit and get like $5 a piece individually. So Pyrex sold. I haven't sold Pyrex in a while. And this one was a little more beat up. It's got that like dishwasher damage to it. It still sold for $16.20, and I believe I picked it up for $3 at the thrift store just because of its damage. People that want to use them sometimes aren't afraid of the damage on them, so it's not too bad to pick those up. I sold more Christmas ornaments, of course. These ones are Krebs. These ones I picked up for $1.50 at the thrift store. I was pretty excited. The more unique they are, the quicker they sell. These ones I think I had listed for less than a week, and they sold for $12.82 on that sale. Scentsies sell great. They always sell great. I picked this one up at the thrift store. This one I picked up for, I believe, $5. It sold for $22.49 plus shipping. It is used and it still sold for a good price. It's a kind of a Valentine's pattern, so I knew I had to get it up quickly for Valentine's Day. Tested it, works great. And then more Christmas ornaments. These unfortunately only had 2 in there, or they would have sold for a little more. I got them, I think, for like $1. They sold for $10 plus shipping. These are like from Poland ones. Christmas trimmeries are always a great one. I love them. They probably have only been up for like a month at the most. Christmas ornaments are slowing down a little bit, but not too bad. This is a planner that I picked up. It doesn't have an actual year on it, so it's universal. Anybody could use it for any year. And I picked it up for like $1.50 at the thrift store. It sold for $16.20. The key was getting this up by January so that somebody could use it for the whole year. And this sold like in a couple of days. It sold super fast. I sold some video games today. Finally sold my Super Smash Bros. Wii game. This one's a pretty good one. It sold for $17.99 plus shipping. Anytime I see Mario, I always pick them up. This one I picked up for $4. So pretty good sale on that one. This one is kind of a funny sale. I picked this up on a whim. It's a Norelco triple header speed razor. It's new in box. I think I picked it up for just a couple of bucks, and I wasn't sure what to list it for. There was a whole bunch and they were selling all over the place, but most of them were used. There were some that were listed new for in the 60 something, so I listed it for 65, ended up dropping it down to 60. It was on sale. And I got an offer for 40, so I just took it. I paid like $3-4 for it. So $40 is great sale, especially not knowing exactly what that would sell for. I was willing to make a deal on it. So just kind of keep those sales rolling through today. Board games are always my favorite. Concentration. I paid $2 at the thrift store for this one, and this one sold for $20 plus shipping. Vintage board games are great. They usually sell pretty good. You kind of have to look them up and just double check that they are like a good board game that people want. And also the biggest thing is whether they're complete or not. We have Santa's Palooza Masterpiece. It's a Department 56. I've already got it pre-wrapped. Jason will have to put a picture up. This would have been in a lot of other ones, so I paid $1 or $2 for it. Sold for $18 plus shipping. So pretty good sale on that one. This one is kind of a wah-wah, not as good a sell. I don't do it anymore. This is a set of bowls, lemon bowls. I picked them up when lemons were like really, everybody was into the lemon stuff. I picked up a whole bunch of like citrus lot. And so I think I only paid like $1 for both bowls. They sold for $11, and which is still a good profit. It's just they've sat for like a year and a half. I actually forgot that I even had them till they sold. I've been going through my older listings and kind of delisting stuff and getting rid of it, especially if it's low dollar stuff. Hadn't kind of gotten to that one. So at least it's sold and I still got a profit on it. Some more Christmas ornaments. This one is Daniel and the Lion's Den. It's Hallmark. I picked this one up for $2 at the thrift store. It sold on the sale for $8.50 plus shipping. I knew it wasn't worth a lot, but I knew it was one that was probably going to go a little easier, and it sold within a couple of months, so not too bad overall. Do have another video game, PS4. This one I got in a video game lot. Would have paid about $2 for it. Sold for $12.59 plus shipping. Video games, I'm always very like, I'm getting more careful with them. This is a Madame Alexander doll. This one is called Grandma's Little Honey or Grandma's Little Helper. These ones were fun. It was an estate sale. It was like their second week. This guy had been a huge collector. He had like storage units and storage units full of stuff. So every time something would come out from like Bradford or Thomas Kincaid, she's still like new in the box. Grandma's Little Honey. So anytime something new would come out, he would buy it and then he would put it in the storage unit and then just keep doing that same thing. And I think his idea was eventually it would all be worth a lot of money. He never sold anything. They passed away, and fortunately his kids were left with all of this stuff. So the estate sale company did like 2 weeks of sales. They did some like free sales where people went in and bought stuff, and I did some of that, and then I went to like the last day where it was just kind of clear everything out, make a big pile. We're gonna give you a deal. So I made two big piles actually. And so on this one, on the Madame Alexander's, I was paying $10 a box for them. They were new in box. I had to cut the tape on it. So I sold this one for $60 plus shipping. This is the last one I had from that lot, and this one took probably about a year to sell. All the other ones sold a little quicker, but I mean, $10 to $60 is a really great deal, so not bad overall. These are ones, Department 56 Wintergreen Pines. I picked these up. These cute little pine trees. Picked these up in a estate sale. I got them for $5. I bought out all their accessories. Landscape accessories usually are pretty good. You can get them at a lower price and they sell really good. For $5, it sold for $18.81 plus shipping. So not bad on that one. A Yadro. This one, my gosh, my nose is itchy today. I'm sorry. This little puppy one. Estate sale, they were trying to get rid of everything. They said, oh, $3 for all of the Yadro, like $3 a piece for all the Yadro, and there was like probably 15 pieces. So I bought them all, and this one sold for $26.99 plus shipping. The other Yadros were more like Christmas bells, and they are taking a little longer to sell. I want to say it's probably been about 7 months for that to sell. Yadros are a little slower on the sale. These are some Hokas. They're kind of more beat up, so they took a while to sell. I picked these up when we first started picking up shoes, and I barely knew the brands, and I saw Hokas and heard Hokas and grabbed them, and then we got them home, and they're pretty beat up. I have all that disclosed in the listing, so it took a while for them to sell. I think we only paid $2 for them. They sold for $16.99. Had they been in better condition, they would have sold easily in the $30 to $40 range, but I am a lot more discriminating with the quality of the shoe now. I know the brands that I like and I make sure that they're good. Another Hallmark. This one was in that lot 25 cents. It sold for $8.10 on the sale plus shipping. This controller, it's a camouflage one for the PlayStation. When they're a little different, like camouflage or gold, they can kind of go for a higher price. This one sat for probably 4 months. It sold for $19 plus shipping. And these ones are funny. These ones Jason brought home, these 2 eggs, and he was like adamant that these were going to be like so good to sell, and these have sat for 2 years. I actually almost donated them last week, and then they sold. Same person bought both of them. They bought them for $10 a piece, and I believe we paid like $1 a piece, so still a pretty good price, or like we made plenty of money on it. It's just they sat for 2 years. Definitely would not buy them again. We don't buy a lot of the home decor goods type of stuff because of that. It's like hit and miss as to whether it's going to sell. Department 56. This is the Christmas Bazaar. This one I picked up for, I believe, $2 at the estate sale, the same one that I picked up the pine trees at, and it sold for $18.90 plus shipping. I think the only thing, I had some snowboarding pants, Helix brand. These ones I picked up at a yard sale for $5. They sold for $15.29 on the sale, plus shipping. Not too bad. They did sit for 6 months, but that's just mostly because of the time of year. Obviously, if you buy them in the summer, they're not going to sell as well in the summer. So overall, pretty good sales this weekend. I think I have 23 things to pack. So crazy busy. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know in the comments what you want to see in the future.